All right, Foos. Let's see. So, am I just calling you Ollie or G Baby or both?
Whatever you want, man. There, you've already introduced me before, so.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's episode 252. Welcome back, and thank you for joining us once again for another episode of the Foo Bar Show. But before we get into anything, get yourself your very own Foo Bar Show merch at foobarshow.com. Find all kinds of items like t-shirts, totes, travel mugs, magnets, and baby onesies in tons of colors and styles. Go to our merch page found at foobarshow.com to check it all out. Next up, click on the link for SoCal rock band The Fallen Electric at the bottom of foobarshow.com for music, tour dates, and merch. On Friday, November 12th, I will be at Glendora Continental in Glendora, California, playing with The Fallen Electric from 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. Free to enter, 21 and over, great food, and a full bar available for you to properly enjoy an evening with The Fallen Electric. And oh boy, Grass Store, everybody. One of the best cannabis delivery services I've ever dealt with, bar none. They service LA, Orange County, and select parts of the Inland Empire. Go to foobarshow.com and click on our Grass Store banner, and first-time users get 30% off of their purchase. Special thanks to those who click on our banner and continue to show us some love. Lastly, look who's back, everybody. Look who's back in the fold. ALF Live Events, man. Whether you'd like to host your next virtual event or you're ready to go live, in person, or given the times, Foos, in a socially responsible manner, ALF can help you do it right. They pride themselves in being masters of audio, visual, and lighting solutions. Most recently, Foos, they've become masters of virtual events and meetings, partnering with their clients to produce live events in a socially safe environment. Go to alflei.com to get their contact information. They can be contacted via phone call or email for any questions on how they can help you produce a flawless event. That's ALF Live Events at alflei.com. That's alflei.com. And now, episode 252. Here we go. From Filthy Martini Studios in Ontario, California, it's the Foo Bar Show. Hey, what is up, everyone? I am Josie. Thank y'all very much for listening into the Foo Bar Show. Remember to hit subscribe and be sure to rate, review, and tell a friend like a freaking champion. You can always get in touch with us and or get our swag at foobarshow.com. That's FOObarshow.com, and search FOO Bar Show on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Check us out, drop us a line, and we'll foo it up like a couple of foos. Ain't that right, Steph?
That's right.
Yeah, man.
Get your stuff.
On tap today. Get your stuff. On tap today, we've got Ollie, G Baby, Luna. Welcome back, bro.
Hello.
It's been a minute, man. When's the last time you were on the show?
Last time was the virtual one where I was recovering.
You were recovering because you fell off of a cliff.
Because I fell off of a mountain in Hawaii.
A mountain. An entire fucking mountain. I keep saying cliff because I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. No. But a mountain has two sides.
Yeah, it was definitely a mountain. Yeah, okay. I fell on the correct side.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, obviously
at least that one for me.
You'd like to think so, seeing that you're still alive.
Yes.
Right.
Hey, you gotta take a win when it comes.
Now you've been here for a couple of hours already. You showed up around 4 p.m. It's already about 6:30, and you were telling us throughout the course of the last couple hours that it's been you're still recovering technically.
Yes.
So how's that treating you, man?
I have no issues. The reason I say I'm recovering still is because the wound, it just needs to heal like any other wound. So when you look at it, it looks fine, but internally it's still doing its thing. So
right.
But yeah, no. Other than that, I'm going, man. I'm
yeah, you've been busy, dude. Like you're all over the map.
Yesterday. So.
Oh shit!
You just don't learn, do you?
Hey, you gotta get the workout in. You gotta get those steps in somehow.
Yeah. Well, and we've been kind of chatting back and forth here and there. I guess this is we were gonna have you on before we went to Hawaii,
right.
But then considering what happened last December, where you almost gave us COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, we decided not to take the chance.
I mean, I had COVID.
Right.
But yeah,
that's
yeah,
what caused
you
the
guys
scare.
almost got.
We almost got COVID because
Yeah, nobody wants that. So.
no, I guess not.
I think you're done. You get it once. Paid your dues to
Calm down,
society.
Aaron Rodgers.
Right?
Calm down.
Yeah.
No,
have a
I get it.
seat.
No, I know how it works. I'm just, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
paid your debt to society.
Yeah,
already.
yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, you've been all over the United States for the better part of this year. As soon as you can get back on your feet, you just got to work.
Yeah.
So just to reintroduce you to the crowd here, I mean, if you're an avid listener, you'd know that G Baby's he's a friend of the show. I've known him for many years, and lately you've been doing this audiovisual thing. You have an audiovisual company, ALF.
Correct.
And you get into a bunch of crazy shenanigans while you're out and about.
We try to make the most of it. Yeah. We have a, we don't have too much time. We're in and out. So it's a one day. Sometimes you get the third day.
People are really getting tired of your fucking whoopee cushion, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same joke
It's
every
the
time.
same joke every goddamn time.
But no, yeah. So it's been awesome. We've been going around the nation, and sometimes we get some free time. My favorite thing has been riding around in e-bikes through the cities.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. You get to see so much of the city that way, and then watch like.
Is it really better than the scooters? The bikes?
Yeah. Especially, it's just safer.
All right.
It's just safer. Yeah. I mean, the scooters.
If you fuck up, you're gonna pay for it.
I've
Yeah.
heard some really, really bad stories.
Well, Josh was one of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. They were gonna go see a basketball game out, I think, in the Bay Area. I think they were going to like a
Oh,
Warriors.
shit.
Was it here? Oh, it was Staples
No,
Center.
they were watching a Lakers game.
So yeah, okay. So they were on their way to Staples Center, and he ate shit, and he had to go to their clinic, and it was just blood everywhere. And the fucking guy, in our recent trip to Hawaii, he would refuse to get on a scooter because he has trauma from it.
Fuck.
A little
That
bitch.
sucks.
Jeez.
No, I'll definitely scoot. I scooted like when I in Colorado. In Colorado, I went to the Dodgers. It was the Dodgers versus Rockies.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And that was so much fun. But my hotel that I was staying at was in downtown, so I don't know. It was like I don't know how many blocks, but Colorado's not huge.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, it was 5-minute drive, or you could scoot for 5 minutes, and it was so much fun. That was a lot of fun, and it was 12 o'clock at night, so
Oh, nobody's on the road.
nobody's on the road.
Oh yeah, we did that in San Diego, where we were just kind of scootering around
Yeah,
in the middle of the night.
That's
It was
the best.
Yeah.
yeah, it was fun. It was fun. But then the bikes, just man, in Minneapolis, I was able to cover 10 miles, and so I saw like 4 lakes, all kinds of rivers. There's just like bridges everywhere, so you're just going over all these bridges.
Speaking of, earlier you were waxing poetic a little bit about your experience in Nashville. So you,
Get out there. You have to get out there.
yeah. So
Nashville's fun.
Nashville's pretty dope. I mean, I've always considered it to be one of the major music capitals of the United States. I mean, of course, it's mostly Americana kind of music, but nonetheless, there's a booming fucking industry that's been going on for decades there.
Yeah.
But it's infiltrated the culture. I've always pictured. I've never been, but I've always pictured it as a very modern, very culture-esque kind of city, right?
Yeah. So, and all that, you were right. The one thing that I was never prepared for was that when you hit Broadway, it's only like a quarter mile, but there's hundreds of restaurants in that quarter mile.
Yeah.
Everything's like 3 stories.
Oh, okay.
So every story
They
has
build
a
up.
different restaurant.
nice.
Yeah. And at each restaurant, there is a live stage.
Oh,
And there is a musician. And I'm talking about talented.
Yeah.
I mean, it was, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we were getting some good stuff. So,
very cool.
and every restaurant has a musician on at all times. So it's amazing. It was just an amazing experience. It's loud, but it's also wholesome. Like you said, very country and
Yeah.
middle America. It was awesome. It was beautiful. Yeah, it's a good city. It's a
Yeah.
good city.
The recording studios are always top notch there too, I hear.
I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, I didn't do much of that. We did do the Country Music Museum and Johnny Cash, and that was awesome. Like all that was awesome. The Country Music Museum is really, really cool.
Yeah. No, that's dope, man. Have you ever been to like New Orleans?
I haven't been to New Orleans yet. I was in Miami earlier this year, and that was cool. Puerto Rico, a lot of Texas.
So what do you do at these like places? Obviously you're working, but what's been one of the more notable events that you've had to do audiovisual stuff for?
So these events are the same exact thing. It was a program developed by our client, and we're just executing it at this point. And it's a training
All right.
for physicians, so they get certified and make more money and be better trained. You know, the whole thing is they want to standardize all these things. So
So you're just a roadshow for them.
So yeah, exactly. I'm just a roadshow for them, and we're helping them develop it because this, you know, it's always developing. The program's always developing as they get better.
You should throw in like a Tupac hologram explaining everything. That'd be
So we
sick.
have something similar. I mean, we have iPads. We have 30 iPads.
That's not a Tupac hologram, Ollie.
But we're close to it. I mean, like it's very
I
interactive.
don't see where you can make the jump from a few iPads to a Tupac hologram. Where are you going with this? Am I missing something?
You're just not using your imagination.
You got to use your imagination with yeah. You throw some VR goggles on with that iPad and you're set. That's what I'm saying. You throw some goggles on with that iPad, and next thing you know, you have a virtual reality show.
Well,
Okay.
there you go.
All right.
Yeah, so it's really close. Yeah, because the whole thing, this is what I was alluding to with this beautiful laptop that you have over here, is that
Yeah, thank you.
you make it as once you have a starting point, like a base,
Yeah.
where everything's communicating to, they can carry all that communication.
Right.
That's what carries the most energy, is the communication. How
Right,
many times
yeah.
am I talking to each other? Whereas, and so once you have that set up, like for us with the iPads, once those are there, now you could add any accessory that you want and have whatever event that you want.
Okay.
And then you could just get crazy, and at that point, it's just a matter of money. And
So the only reason there's no Tupac hologram is because you don't want to.
exactly. Yeah.
Is that what you're hearing?
Yeah.
That's exactly
It's
what he
very
just said. He
doable.
just said it. You
It's
can
very
rewind the
doable.
tape.
That and time scheduling. Like we added a few things.
Well, is Tupac
midway.
not available?
Oh, wow.
We added a few things midway, and I gotta tell you that, like, because it's all about logistics and making it, you know, worth it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't lose money, right? So there is limits and all that. So yeah, like for something like that, I'm saying, because
These are physicians.
I've done the hologram. I know what you're talking about. That takes like 2 weeks
Okay.
to set up. Yeah, it's quite a process. But even just like a VR system, it would still take us a couple of days. But once we have it all set up, I could totally see that happening. That's actually a wonderful idea.
Yeah, instead of having a boring physician in a lab coat talking, you can have Tupac.
I gotta tell you, they've done a phenomenal job with these doctors. These doctors are like good at what they do. They like it, you know, and so they bring it, and they know how to bring like the audience in.
Oh, good.
and they're
Okay.
really
So
smart
the
in all that.
presenters too.
Yeah, it's been
They
really
took a
good. It's been
Toastmasters
really
class.
good. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man. No, yeah. They're
good.
They're top of their class type of thing. So, you know, they really bring it. It's funny.
Cool.
It's funny
All
how
right.
like they have like these people like flock to them after these events with these questions, and they want to hang out with them and just find out more and this and that. It's very.
I love that. I love a good science and medical communicator, like your Bill Nye's or your
Yeah.
Neil deGrasse
Yeah.
Tyson's that just make it exciting for you to learn something like that.
No, because
Right.
I've been to like several different conferences with all those health professionals, and it's so boring.
Boring as fuck.
So having a good presenter
Right.
that actually attracts people
And-
for questions, that's amazing to
And
hear.
so that's why this one's a little bit different, because we do assist with all that, only because this is a tour type. So we're seeing these doctors and they know us, and there's a lot like we're comfortable with each other. Whereas if you're doing a one-off show, you can't really tell this person that you've never met, like, hey, like you're really, really monotone, you're boring, we need you to like pump it up.
Right.
That's not gonna fly. So over here, we, you know, now since we're all familiar, we've been traveling all year, you're able to kind of be like, hey, what if you tried this?
Give
or
notes.
what if we did that? Yeah.
Yeah.
And vice versa. They tell us what's working and what's not working for them. And so now all that helps. All that feedback, all that adjusting, all that helps.
Yeah, it does.
Whereas, yeah, I know what you're talking about. You show up to these and the guy is
It's just a snore fest.
They're just reading off the PowerPoint.
I've done like engineer conferences,
Ugh.
like audio engineer conferences, and they're talking about just numbers, and people are getting all excited about it, like clapping, and it's like, what are you clapping about? He said 9.58, and everybody's like, did you hear that? And it's like, no,
Oh,
we don't know how that
God.
means, you know. But
Fucking fainting in the aisles.
This lady has the vapors.
Yeah. Clutching at her pearls because, you know, the 0.5,
man,
this and that.
we just gained another frequency.
What? Fucking literally heads explode.
It's statistically significant.
Oh, my God.
But if you're paying attention, like they're talking about, you know, in certain aspects, like the future of shit.
Okay.
And you're like, oh fuck, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, but like, tell us more about the, you know, the overall big picture, not
yeah,
a
yeah.
statistic.
No, not these guys. Like, yeah,
they go into it.
they're going into it. Yeah, they're in that world.
Oh, jeez.
It'd be trippy to find out that some of these guys see like they just look at you and they're like the whole Matrix thing, you know? They're just seeing numbers and shit.
hell
That'd
no.
be fucking crazy.
That's an android, and you need to get away from that guy.
Yeah, we've been watching way too much sci-fi in here lately.
Oh, for real.
I've met the talking robot. Wow, what's her name? Celia.
Yeah?
Celia, yeah, I've met her.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have a picture of that on the website, the company website, of me. Like, I took a picture with her, and when I was there, we did a little interaction thing. It was trippy.
Did you ask her out?
I did, and she turned me down.
She said no?
It wouldn't work. Yeah, something about having a cold heart or whatever. I don't know.
Yes.
It needs to be just a little warmer than hers for it to work. These prerequisites from these robots are ridiculous, dude.
They're getting out of line now.
Telling
You
me,
know?
man. Telling me. All right. Well, hey, man, it's good to see you again. That you're walking. It's nice to see you up and about, and knowing that you're traveling the freaking country. That's crazy, and
Yeah,
that you're busy. You know,
Yeah.
that's good. That's good that you're thriving in that industry right now. So
Yeah, I've been very fortunate. I think I've since last time I was here, I was waiting to take a second MRI, and essentially once that happened, my second MRI and the doctor. So during this whole process, I've walked into 2 doctors' offices and spoken to them, and both of them started off the sentence with like, you know, I can't believe it, but you know, you don't have a broken bone, and then the last MRI was, you don't have any nerve damage or ligament damage, everything healed properly.
Well, and let's revisit it because the picture that you showed me was that, okay, so rewind. Ollie, you fall off a mountain.
Right.
You stayed the night at the bottom of said mountain because the rescue team.
at the top of the mountain.
Oh, okay, you're at the top of the mountain.
That's why they
wherever
couldn't-
you
yeah,
were. You had to spend the night
Right.
in the rain
Yes.
to wait for a rescue team to come get you.
Correct.
And it was like the scene out of Getting Homer out of the gorge where he keeps fucking up and they drop you again.
So my cousin,
right?
I went to go visit my cousin in Miami while I was in Miami. And we're talking. We haven't caught up. She lives in Miami, so we're catching up on all of this. And I tell her, "Oh, you have it," because she had a beautiful TV right outside, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, "I was like, oh, it's connected to the internet." I put the YouTube.
You put
and
that episode
and I
on?
put our episode right on. Yeah, the episode I was here.
Oh, okay,
explaining it,
Telling it? Yeah.
telling it. And when the freaking video of Homer falling off the freaking cliff rolled, she fucking lost her shit, bro. She 100% lost her shit. She thought that was the funniest thing. She was like, "You fucking idiot! That's exactly what it looked like. Sounded like." And I was
Pretty
like,
much.
Oh my god.
Pretty much.
She loved it. She loved it. And the weirdest thing was, you know, I hadn't seen it. Like, I had heard, like when you first aired it, I heard it.
You listened
but I
to the
didn't-
audio.
Yeah, I listened to the audio.
Yeah.
And so I'm watching it. I'm like, you Because it was
You
so
see, we
funny.
bring something
It
special to
was
the
so
video
funny.
component. For those who don't check us out on Instagram or YouTube or even Facebook now, the video is up there, man.
Oh,
Sometimes there's some cool
time.
stuff.
We had such a great time. It was
Yeah.
funny. But no, yeah. So that happened, and when I took my first MRI, because of all the swelling, it looked like, you know, it was going to be serious. You might have to have knee
They had to
surgery and this and
fillet
that.
your shins, right? To let all the swelling kind of
Yeah.
swell out.
And that's what saved my leg, and that's what saved everything, and why I'm able to walk away with very very minimal circumstances.
So did it?
It's because the doctors, the
did you break
surgeons did
skin?
an amazing time.
Or was it just all swollen and internal bleeding, and it ballooned your whole leg, right?
Correct.
Jesus Christ!
So yeah, there was.
So they had to do the cut me Mick
Mm-hmm.
to your leg, so that you can see during the fight.
But they had to do it in a specific way because in that area of the leg there's a lot of blood, there's a lot of nerves because they're all coming from your foot and all that.
Yeah,
so, like I said, all credit to the incredible surgeons in Hawaii. Like, yeah, because I feel like that's what saved everything was that they did such a great job that, yeah, like I said, for having that experience of walking in and expecting like, hey, you're gonna have to have surgery or because that's what they told me. They're like, yeah, based on your first MRI, you're fucked. And I was like, oh shit.
That's not something you want to hear.
Yeah. So and then I could feel the pain, right? But I was already feeling better. So I had to do a shout out to my boy Munchichi because he helped me. Munchichi. He helped me with all the PT.
Okay.
He was giving me like the exercises that I should be doing. One of the key ones that I feel like might have helped out a lot was walking on grass barefoot and all that and just doing laps. And because at first essentially my foot was just a stone and it would just hurt so much, but yeah, I just kept recovering. I knew I had work coming up, so it was like I needed
that was the carrot at the end of the stick, right?
Yeah.
Jeez.
So I did everything that I could to get better during that process, because the way he was explaining it too is that you don't want to start from zero, when you get to PT,
right?
To actual PT, which I was doing for 3 months.
Yeah, because you've atrophied by then.
Yeah, by that time he said you should be like at 50, and then they'll get you, or higher if you can, whatever. But get to like a higher, 50%, and then they'll guide you through the rest. And so with that was the program that we set forward, and we did it. Like, I don't know, I feel very fortunate. Like I said, I feel a lot of things went in my way in a bad situation. And yeah, so now since June, I've been just going. The first 2 months were brutal, but they knew what was going on, and I wanted to do it.
How much of that were you bedridden? Like you were just laying down, couldn't do anything?
A solid month of nothing. Like I couldn't nothing, and then 2 months of moving around, but like not really. Because the first month, it was just an open wound, and it just hurt. Like any air, everything just hurt.
Jesus.
That is by far the worst pain, was the changing of the gauzes every other day.
And what would happen, because obviously they had to do that because the entire thing was so swollen, they had to let some stuff, do their thing to come out.
Right.
What was coming out? It wasn't blood, was it? Or was it just like liquid or old blood that it was bleeding in there?
My understanding is
a combination of all
pus.
that?
It's pus.
It's
right?
all
Like
pus.
it's trying to heal, but you don't want it to heal because the swelling has to go down.
Right.
So, yeah, so to prevent the healing, they would essentially collect all that pus and then tear it out.
Right.
With the
gauze.
Yeah. And yeah, there was just no simple way. And then I opted out of the plastic surgery.
Yeah.
Only because the weirdest shit was he told me that I'm in a year from now when I'm fully healed, I might have to come back for like a nip. And I was like, what
nip?
the fuck? Yeah, exactly. I was
What does that mean?
Like he was gonna have to come back and cut a piece out of the plastic, because he said it'll feel flappy. Because you'll have excess skin because it'll grow underneath the plastic. Oh wow! So he's like, you'd come in and I clean that up and nip it up, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like that did not sound.
Just haven't put it in your ass.
Like a butt implant?
Yeah, like that Brazilian butt lift, dude. Imagine. It's like, dang, Ollie.
Don't let that skin go to waste.
Ollie's got back, dude. He's like, I got healed up and I got a new ass out of it too.
Damn.
Fuck.
Oh man. But it was all timing, man. Once it healed, once it closed, it's been like smooth sailing since then,
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, it's good. It's good. It's been good.
That's crazy, man. See, you can go from almost giving us COVID to almost dying, and then this whole recovery journey is it's crazy, man. A lot can happen in 9 months, 11 months.
Now come the holidays, and time to celebrate, and
Yeah, and
With
you've been
family.
working so much that you can afford to, take some time off.
Yes,
Yeah.
thankfully, yeah.
That's awesome.
I mean, I don't know about afford, but there's sacrifices need to be made.
No, of course. Of course. There's no free lunch.
I'm glad your leg is healing up well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, no, yeah, thank you.
Well, I mean, I guess the next time you come on, if there hasn't been a holographic Tupac in your presentations, I don't want to hear it. You're like, I need video. I need to be there. You need to fly me out. Yeah, we need to do a podcast right then and there.
Yeah, man, destination podcast would be fun.
Yeah, those are always nice.
That's what I was going to ask you about. You playing? Are you allowed to stream any of this?
What do you mean?
Like, would you be able to stream your band playing at these locations?
Probably. Yeah, we would just need the proper equipment to.
You
to
have it
mic
right
it.
here.
No,
I'm
get
looking
that.
at it.
I get that. No, we've done it. I've had the band play in here, and then we've put it live. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I'm asking, like, the bars would be cool with it. Like, how would that work?
Oh yeah, I guess we would have to ask the bar if that's cool. Because it's there.
Because like for the reason is because like yesterday, I definitely wanted to hear some music and stuff.
Yeah.
But I also wanted to stay home.
Right.
So had you been like, yeah, we'll
a lot
be
of
at
people
this
took
link,
that opportunity.
I might have, yeah.
No, well, and you were watching the fight too.
Yeah.
Was it a good fight?
Yeah, it was all right. It was good. Yeah. KO'd him,
Yeah.
It's
It's boxing, modern day boxing. It's as exciting as it's
it was
going
something
to
to
be.
watch while I was home, man. It was
Okay.
good.
Canelo keeps speeding it up, man.
Canelo, yeah, that was the big thing was that he's like unified, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
The other thing is that there was UFC fights last night, and those were actually a little bit more entertaining.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
The card was good last night, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, sick, man. Well, hey, thanks for being on the show kind of last minute. We were expecting to have our friends Caesar and Sandra on because our friend Sandra is somewhat of a Florence Gump. And so she's seen a lot of artists and celebrities and just gotten into some wacky situations. So I was just going to ask her all kinds of questions. Well, I think we're scheduled to have them on next week. So
She's a what? A Florence?
a Florence Gump.
That's what I heard too. And I'm just like, I was focused on that. I was like, I'm sure he said Florence.
Yeah, Florence Gump. Because she's a lady.
What does that mean?
I'm not going to call her Forrest.
Uh-huh.
Like Forrest Gump?
Uh-huh.
Are you following her?
Oh,
it's
she's...
Forrest Gump.
Because her life's like a box of chocolates.
You never know what you're going to get. Christ.
Did you know that modern day chocolate boxes have what's inside them though?
That's for fucks like your brother who bite into all of them.
Oh.
You cut them in half.
There you go. 4 pieces. I've seen it cut into 4.
No, I don't like biting into an already cut in half piece of chocolate. Like, just don't fuck with the chocolate. You know what they are. You know what the shitty ones are. Like, if by experience, if you're gonna find one with like that really shitty lemon or strawberry with coconut, you know which ones they are. Like, just by the shape of them, by now you should know which ones are the truffles, the ones that are rich in sugar and chocolate.
That's my
Yeah.
favorite.
Dude, those are the best.
Hell yeah.
You already know which ones they are, but sometimes I don't want the whole thing. I just want a little bite.
A little bite.
So that's why cutting it in half works out. Just get a little bite. And then that way you can have more of the chocolate because you have only half the piece.
Nah, get your own damn box next
Oh
time.
my God.
So my bank sends me a free pound from C's every year.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
That's cool.
For Christmas.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to get that in the mail. It should be coming around the corner.
Damn, they're still shipping it? Wow.
No, they just give you the little code, whatever little.
Oh, the gift
So
certificate.
it's like the certificate.
I'm
Yeah.
just like, yeah,
nice.
that
So you
chocolate
walk-
must be melted.
No, you walk in, you go to the
all
store.
beaten up.
That's why it's so cool is that you go to the store and you get whatever you want. It's a pound. So you get the pre-made ones, or you could pick your own. So I've been picking my own for a few years now.
Oh, it's an event for
an
you.
event,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it's free. You know what I mean? You can't be free. I mean, they got my money.
you just bought yourself some C's candies. Yeah. Here's your money. Now here's how to use it.
Why
How
is
and where do you-
$25 missing from my checking account?
The fuck? You've been had, dude. All right, man. Well, hey, again, we don't plan on having another big show here. This might be like a new format because I'm down with these 1 hour podcasts. They're more digestible, I think.
Yes.
It's less of a marathon and a little bit more of a sprint, and I can just shit on everybody at the same time.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, everybody stick around for Geeking Out. We'll be right back.